You got to talk into the mic.
I know. I wasn't ready for it, though. You got to give me a 3, 2, 1 or something.
All right.
12, 1.
3, 2, 1. Welcome back to Between M&M. My name is Brandon.
I'm Matt.
I'm Matt as well.
And we're here with episode 2. Episode 1 went pretty well.
Episode 2 of the podcast. Hopefully we can improve on at least one thing during this podcast and make a semi-quality product.
Yeah. I mean, the last one wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I'd say it went pretty good.
Yeah. I'd give it like probably a solid 6 out of 10.
But yeah, this time we actually have notes. So
He has notes.
Few talking
I have
points.
notes. Yeah, we tried to, or Matt tried to look up some talking notes right before we started, and one was, in history today.
In history today, the WWE agreed that it was not a sport, it was an exhibition. And there you have it, folks. It's fake. And we all know it was fake the whole time. I think it was 1982.
1982.
And still people believe it's fake or real.
And that was our first talking point. That was a really good talking point. I applaud you.
What do you think about the WWE?
I've never watched it.
I don't watch it. I think I can't watch it. It's just horrible.
Too cringy.
It's like porn acting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to hit you over the head with this chair.
Oh, stepladder.
Yeah. I saw one where the whole goal was to get a ladder and then climb like probably 15 feet in the air.
Oh, the women's one?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they have to get this stupid floating box that's got money in it. It's called like Break the Bank or something like that.
The women's Break the Bank or whatever that is very sexualized.
Oh yeah,
That's all
100%.
it is.
I gotta say though, as
Yeah.
far as WWE goes, I don't care what you're landing on. If you're jumping off of something 15 feet in the air, that shit's gonna hurt.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
They definitely get hurt.
Definitely.
But I mean,
Yeah.
there's some real stuff to it, but
Yeah.
it's acted out. It's
Oh, yeah.
pre-planned.
Someone's pushing my doorbell at home.
Phone's on silent,
Abort,
please.
abort. Someone's ringing my doorbell. Hold on.
Now you got the dogs barking.
And a word from our sponsor. We don't have one. Could though.
Someone just
If you-
opened the
if you want to
door.
sponsor.
I see. Someone just opened my door.
Oh,
and
yeah.
went inside. Yep.
Nice. You didn't see who it was?
I just saw the door closing.
Nice.
So, hopefully my house is not being burglarized as we speak. But it probably is.
I don't know. I can't tell.
If you can hear the dogs, it's a
Yeah.
loud coonhound. If you want one, let me know.
Yeah, free.
So
Sorry for selling your dogs for free. Yeah, but back on the topic of
oh yeah, yeah.
WWE.
WWE.
Those floors, like the gymnastics floors, they have like
They're springboards, aren't
springs in them. Yeah, I didn't know that. It's like some kind of big old springy, hard mattress.
How often do people like pass out in WWE? Like, do they? Does anybody ever
there's-
like
there's-
get knocked
I'm
out?
pretty sure there's been people that have died in it.
Oh yeah.
Probably. You mean like get KO'd?
Yeah. Like actually knocked out because they
I-
fall down on the ground a lot and they just like seize there for a second,
I think very rarely.
faking it. It's
Oh.
kind of like soccer.
The one I watched,
Except
Oh my
soccer's
God.
not fake.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I mean the card part of
it's
soccer,
like you fall down and you're seizing on the middle. Of
where you get tripped and then all of a sudden your leg fell off or something.
It's not like hockey
Yeah.
where people just get their ass
Yeah,
beat.
people flop, like, of course, in the NBA and stuff like that. But the one WWE I watched just for fun, there was like 15 people all fighting each other, and someone would get kicked, like a blow that would just be like, you'd go like, ah, that kind of hurt, and they would jump off the edge of the ring, and they'd lay there on it for like 15 minutes on the ground, rolling around like they're incapacitated. And that happened to like 10 people.
Yeah.
They're all on the outside of the
Oh, the
ring.
one person getting kicked?
Yeah. They just cut to the shot outside the ring, and people would be like just rolling around on the floor outside. It's definitely very fake.
Yeah, it's fun to watch and make fun of it,
Yeah.
and then After that, it gets
Like
boring.
porn?
Yeah, like porn. I love making fun of porn. That's the only reason I watch it.
Yep.
It's just a porn critic. It's an official job.
He's the one that
title.
leaves the comments on the videos.
Yeah. Very nice, BB. So hot.
Could
I want
gargle
you to-
longer.
Want you to suck on my toes, BB.
Toe for toe.
Yeah. I don't know so much about the WWE. If you're an adult human being and you're still watching WWE and you genuinely think that it's a sport or that people are, like actually getting hurt non-intentionally during this thing, then, I don't want to say anything mean
Yeah.
about you, but I probably just will. You're just dumb as hell.
Don't want to say anything mean, but
Yeah.
you're a fucking idiot.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna make a horrible segue here.
All right, I'm
speaking
ready
of-
for it.
Passing out. Do you remember back in high school
Oh, no. Yes.
the pass out challenge?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Stupidest thing we ever did as kids.
You ever did?
I did it too.
Matt did it all the time.
Probably shouldn't have admitted that.
What's the pass out challenge?
So
You,
you crouch down and then you just
make
for
yourself
like 30
hyperventilate.
seconds. Yeah, you just hyperventilate for like 30 seconds and then you just stand up and then you pass out.
It takes all the oxygen away from your head.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just
then
pass out.
Hopefully someone catches you.
And I was always too scared to do it. And then Matt would do it all the time.
We used to do it specifically at a friend of ours' house, and there'd be like parties where people would get
Yeah.
together and do this. And then you'd wake up and be horribly disoriented and not know where you are.
I was at home one day and I was like, fuck it. I'm going to do it. I'm not
Yeah.
scared. I'm going to do it. And I was just in my bedroom alone, which is the worst way to do it.
I've done this exact same thing.
And I'm just in my bedroom. I go down, do it for like 30 seconds, and then I stand up and I just fall over onto my bed.
Yeah.
And
Good place to land.
yeah, like 2-3 seconds later, I wake up with the worst headache I have ever had.
Yeah.
And I just feel like shit. And I was like, yep, never doing that again.
Yeah.
Worst thing ever.
Yeah, I admittedly did it way too many times. If you're a child and you're potentially watching this, we probably shouldn't have described how to do this.
No,
Don't do it.
there's a bunch of people that have died.
Yeah,
doing-
don't do it.
Well, there's
Seriously.
a new pass out challenge nowadays.
I've seen that one where you like push on someone's chest or something like that.
Yeah.
Don't do any of that
And
stuff. It's stupid.
There's a bunch of kids that have died recently because of that.
Speaking of people, another horrible segue. People who have fallen and died. Bob Saget. They found out how
Oh,
he
yeah.
died
Oh,
He
yeah.
He fell and
was-
hit his head.
by himself. Fell, hit the back of his head.
Didn't think anything
Got
of it.
a concussion or something like that. Went to sleep and died. Yeah, while he was sleeping.
Oh, damn.
Died from the internal brain bleeding.
Yeah, so there go. Just goes to show you, don't do something stupid like the pass out challenge and then get a concussion.
Yeah, if
smack
only
your
Bob
head on-
Saget didn't do the pass out challenge. What that guy does for
Just
TikTok.
picture of Bob Saget doing a pass out challenge. He's in the shower and he's like, people just do it for fun. Specifically, Bob Saget. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you used
Skits
to
and
pass
giggles.
out for like 30 seconds after you did it, or like a minute.
It explains a lot. Yeah.
You and Nate.
Yeah, it was so stupid. I don't know why I thought it was cool. Yeah, it felt cool because it'd make you basically hyperventilate and make you feel all messed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're like probably 13. It was very dumb. Yeah, Bob Saget. I thought for a while that it was probably something drug related.
Well, right away they said it wasn't drugs or
yeah,
alcohol
they
related.
Yeah.
tested for
I
drugs
did
right
see
away.
that. But every time you see a celebrity die, you just immediately think
Paul
drugs,
Walker car crash.
alcohol, or suicide, something like that. But
Kurt Cobain murder.
yeah,
Standing behind that statement.
Tupac, still alive.
yeah, he definitely is.
He's in like Zimbabwe or something.
I don't believe that.
Touring.
I think
I saw
that's
some-
fucking stupid.
Some video of him, well, not him, but some dude that looks like him, and they were like, Tupac's still alive. But
Did any of you see the one of Michael Jackson?
yes, I was
Like
just
getting
gonna
out of
say
the corner
that.
van?
Yes, I saw that in 2009
I
when
was
he
gonna
died.
say, I think that like came out years
Oh
ago?
yeah.
Oh,
It would've
okay.
came out
I
years
was
ago.
watching
I just saw it the other day.
that whole
Oh.
thing when he died, and they took him in that helicopter. And I swear, when I was watching it, I remember even saying it. It looks like he's moving. He was in like a bed sheet. I was like, looks like he's moving. I'm not a Michael Jackson death denier, but I thought I saw it. And I also thought I saw Santa Claus one time.
What?
It turned out not to be real. Yeah, I was conscious.
I mean, for any kids that are listening, yes, Santa's still real.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I thought I saw him because
This is
he's
explicit
usually in the
content.
North
You
Pole.
should not be watching this.
Yeah. I
Let's just get it censored real
legitimately,
quick.
I legitimately thought I saw Santa Claus when I was like probably 7.
You see a lot of things.
Goshen.
Goshen.
How many drugs do you do?
We'll talk about I'll talk about the Goshen a little bit later, maybe. We're talking about a ghost shin.
Yes,
case
not a
it is-
Goshen.
In case it is unclear for anybody, we're talking about what's that thing? Genshin Impact.
Genshin. Genshin Impact. It's a game.
Oh,
I don't
Never
know,
heard of
Brandon
it.
talks about it a lot.
I do not. I've never mentioned it except for last
We just
night.
talked about it last night.
Yes, because we were talking
talk about it all the time. Talk about it one night.
we were talking about how mobile games are shit when they should be
Yes.
console games, and how the whole marketplace is just ruined because Nintendo could come out tomorrow and release the new Super Mario Bros. For mobile, and it would just be as if you had a Switch. You just get a controller for your phone, and it's that.
It's
You don't
because the
have to.
Switch is basically a tablet. Well,
Yeah.
it is a tablet.
Yeah.
Right, and it's you could do that. Phones can run really good games.
Mobile phones are capable for
Yeah,
sure.
they're capable of running the games, but nobody's gonna buy it because the marketplace has been ruined with shit games,
Yeah.
and I am helping with that.
I
like
remember
how you whisper that.
a distinct time in history where mobile games used to be good.
Yeah,
Uh,
Jelly Car.
When I've got an iPhone, however long ago, forever ago,
Bejeweled.
iPhone 3GS. First time I got my Jewel. No. I got an iPhone 3GS. It had tons of good games on it and stuff that was really innovative. But now it's
World
just
of Goo. That was a huge.
I sort
game
of
that
remember
came
that.
out.
Can
yeah.
I just mention how that just dated you?
Yeah, right.
iPhone 3GS.
iPhone 3GS.
When it was exclusively to AT&T.
In case you were wondering, I'm 45. But yeah, mobile games used to be pretty good, and phones are obviously now capable. There are phones that have 12 gigabytes of RAM and stuff in them.
Oh yeah, I can't remember what mine has.
My
I
Sony
think
phone-
mine's 6 gigs of RAM.
Sony phones are ridiculous.
Yeah,
with the power
well-
that they have.
That's okay. So that is the perfect example. The Sony Xperia Play.
I had the
Yes.
the Xperia Z3,
Yeah.
and
so,
that phone was sick. Had a 21 megapixel camera on it,
yeah.
and then had crazy amount of like expandable storage. Had a lot on it. And
yeah,
then
remember when
it was a fast phone.
The
covers
Sony-
used to come off of phones so you could replace the battery?
Oh yeah.
That's fucking conspiracy right there.
The Sony Xperia Play was basically a PS Vita,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a mobile phone as well, and that is what they need to make. More of those, and then you don't have to buy a PS Vita and then have your phone in your other pocket. You just have your phone and a PS Vita, but it would be connected to Android or Apple if they did it, which they're probably not gonna. But yeah, then you could just have amazing games just in your pocket all the time, and then people would actually spend money on mobile games.
Well, you also
and
never
it's more
know.
accessible.
I mean, we also came from a time where people had a phone and an iPod in their pocket.
Yeah.
So,
that was a thing.
I
yeah.
mean,
But that the
It'll
whole thing
evolve,
was is
but-
it evolved into all one thing,
yeah.
and so now people are carrying around a Nintendo Switch and a phone when it
And
could
an
all just be one
iPod.
thing.
And a calculator.
And yeah,
all
Oh,
kinds of
speaking
stuff.
of calculators, remember in school when teachers used to always say, "Oh, you'll never have a,
such.
you won't
yeah.
always have a calculator on you."
Yeah. You're
You know
going to
how
have to do
often
math
I
in
do
your
math
head
on my phone?
someday.
well, the thing is, we even had calculators on our phones back
We had
then.
them on our fucking
Yeah.
wrists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, those were sick.
Since like 1980, you could have a calculator attached to a watch. Yeah.
Calculator watches, those were sick.
Casio made those. Didn't
Yeah.
Probably.
Who's the teacher of this line? About two things. About you'll never be able to use a calculator, and when you go to college,
That shit won't
you're-
fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not gonna fly when you go to college, and then you go to college, and your professors are even more chill than your
Yeah.
high school teachers. Yeah, it's a lie. But when you do go to college, first of all, don't go to college, and second of all, if you do go to college, drop out and go into a trade.
don't go to college if you don't know what you want to do. If there is a
Figure it
specific
out
reason
first.
to go to college, then go. Like doctors, lawyers, shit like that. Makes sense.
Or if you want, the high-paying jobs for women, female doctor, female lawyer.
Yes, we all went to college, and one of us graduated.
And that's
Take a
Exactly.
guess.
and that's the one who has $40,000 in debt and taking nuts and bolts on and off.
Yeah.
I have a piece of paper that says so.
Getting your nuts
Yeah.
off.
The real truth is that if you want to make money and if you want to have a rewarding career, then I would highly recommend going into a trade. You're going to find a job, I think, much easier. You can probably speak to this more than I can. And you're going to likely make more than someone who's got a 4-year degree. And you won't be, $50,000 in debt, $100,000 in debt, $200,000 in debt.
Yeah.
If you go to be a doctor, $400,000 in debt. Who wants to come out of school? You don't have a job. You're going to have to find some crappy job and then have $400,000 in debt. Nobody.
And
You
it just never
become
goes
a
away
plumber.
either.
Nope. You can't go bankrupt and get rid of that shit.
The only way you can get rid of college debt is to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or fake your own death.
That is such a scam. Yeah.
And you can't get a loan for $3,000 for a vehicle, but you can take out $300,000 in loans
Yeah, exactly.
for college.
It's like going into the military and not being able to drink.
Yeah.
Oh, they
that's-
can drink in the military.
Well, if you're 18, you can go in the military, but you can't
Oh,
drink.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Drinking it
Yeah.
should be 18.
If you can die for your country, you should be able to drink for your country.
Yeah.
Also, you should be able to get a driving license at 8 years old.
No.
I think
They lowered the age for the CDL
Did they?
because of the lack of drivers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can get your CDL Class A. at
Well, it's that thing
at
that they're
18
doing
years old.
with McDonald's and a lot of those places. They're making it legal to hire 12-year-olds now
Yeah,
at
that.
a
really?
lesser pay.
I don't know
The
about that.
12-year-old needs to focus on being a kid.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you can get a job. I forget which states it is right now, but
Probably
there
like
are some McDonald's
Mississippi.
that are like advertising for somebody 16 and older. It's like $15 an hour, and then for somebody
I don't think a
15 and under, it's like $9.75 or something like that.
I don't think a kid that young can legally touch or use like a stove or anything.
No, but they
to
can
cook
use
with.
the register.
thought that was
Oh,
going
yeah,
somewhere
cashiers.
else. It scared
Yeah.
me.
Because when I started working, I
Edit
worked
that
at a
out,
nurse.
Mitch. Put it in the description, too.
I worked at a nursing home, and I couldn't touch even a knife
Yeah,
until I
Yeah.
was 18 years old.
you were all cold foods.
Well, I could serve hot foods. I just couldn't cook the hot foods
Yeah.
that had
Such
to do with.
weird regulations. I just don't get it.
It's like I'll go home and cut my arm off with a chainsaw right now. Like,
Exactly. Yeah. You
I can
just-
buy a chain. I can buy a knife, but like a kitchen knife, but I can't use it.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. You can just go to the store and buy a box of kitchen utensils, and they don't ID you. But if you pick up a pocket knife,
Or
I
can
think
of spray
minimum
paint.
age for a pocket knife isn't that six? Is that 16 or
I think
is
it's
it 18?
16.
And then multi tools, I don't think you get ID'd for.
Because my dad used to do the ring toss game with the pocket knives, and I think it was 16.
I got ID'd for a what was it? Something that I can't remember. Oh, it was cold medicine. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah, because
Um,
you can make meth with that, I think it is.
Yeah.
That's Sudafed.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah, but it's
Sudaf-
cold medicine.
yeah, Sudafed
a lot of
is
cold
the-
medicine has
We
Sudafed
probably
in it.
should not be saying how to make meth on.
But and then
Well, there's a lot more to it.
she was
Could
like,
be
you can
demonized.
you also get ID'd if you buy like whipped cream in the can
spray paint,
because
yeah.
it has
brake
nitrogen in
cleaner.
Yeah, at Advance Auto, we don't ID. We sell
Probably
spray
shouldn't
paint
say
and
that out
everything,
loud
and we
either.
don't. No, like it.
It doesn't
We've
even
never
prompt to the
been.
register.
Yeah, we've never been told to ID. Like it's nowhere in the training at all. It doesn't pop up on the register and ask. It just doesn't say anything.
You know, that's another thing. You can't buy all that stuff at a young age, but you can go buy gasoline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
but no, it's okay because 16-year-olds don't know how to work the gas canisters now.
oh yeah. Well, unless
Real-
you got one like it's I think in the
Because
back
you
of
gotta
my
like
truck.
press down, twist it, do a front flip.
That's why I just buy the race cans because you just unscrew the cap,
Yeah.
throw that away.
You can buy you can't buy spray paint, but you can huff your own poop.
That's gross.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
That's all you. You make it. You get to deal with it.
You ever see people that do whippets? They take like
I have a bunch if you guys want to try it.
no, no.
I've watched so many people
Yeah.
get fucked up on
Oh,
whippets.
yeah.
They take CO2 or is it nitrous?
Whippets is nitrogen.
Nitrogen.
No, I think it's nitrous oxide. Yeah, it's nitrous oxide.
Sorry. Nitrogen is the laughing gas. I
Yeah,
think.
nitrogen is
No, nitrous
inert.
oxide is laughing gas.
Oh, okay.
Nitrogen is what they use for cold brew.
Yeah, nitrogen is inert. Yeah, it wouldn't mess you up.
Oh, they must have. Because I thought I had.
Your nitro
Did I
cold
buy the
brews are
wrong
nitrogen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did buy the wrong thing because you said it tastes like shit.
No, because I was using CO2, not the nitrogen because it wasn't threaded.
Yeah.
What are you using CO2 for?
To get high.
Yeah. I did a whippet. It wasn't great with CO2, so I'm
Oh.
trying it with.
Got a rush of
Oh,
headache.
what are you doing?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I have a keg that is for cold brew,
Oh, yeah.
and you can't find the threaded nitrogen containers or whatever anywhere to make nitro cold brew. But I found the CO2 ones, and people said it doesn't really change the taste. It just it changes it a tiny bit. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'll buy that since I can't find the threaded ones anywhere. Did it, made coffee. I was like, awesome, this is cool. Drank it.
Put the CO2 down in there and poked it with a pen. Watch it.
Uh,
Fucking spray right out of the cup.
the next morning, I went to get more coffee out of there, and I used it, and I tasted it. Fucking gross. The CO2, it just settles in there and mixes with the liquid.
Yeah.
And like beer, they use CO2
yeah.
for that.
But because it's not thick, it just bubbles right out.
Yeah, it's just not good. Don't ever use it because it's fucking gross.
Imagine if you got whipped cream on there or something, it's going to get caught under that layer of whipped cream. And you're just going to be eating a bunch of CO2.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got a bunch of nitrogen whippet cartridges, and we tried threading it,
Yeah.
but they're so strong, obviously. I mean, who would have known?
Yeah.
Holding pressurized gas and stuff, and we're just like, yeah, we'll just try and thread it.
I can talk about the Goshen now.
Oh, yeah, the Goshen.
The Goshen.
I
Matt does not
gotta
know about
see
the
what else I
Goshen.
have here.
But Brandon does know about the Goshen. I
The
told Matt a little bit about it.
infamous
But
Goshen.
basically, the idea is, one day, I was sitting at home, sitting on the couch. It's an anticlimactic story, but it's weird and it's true. I was sitting on the couch one day, and I kind of looked at something. I kind of saw something in the corner of my eye, and my stairs are over there. And I saw something, and I looked over, and there was nothing there. And as I was looking there, appeared a ghost shin. And I saw it. It was like stereotypical ghost, misty white ghost shin thing. And it was not walking down the stairs, but like if my arm is the ghost shin, it was going like this.
Floating down.
And it was floating down the stairs, and it was very obviously a shin of a ghost. And it went down like maybe 3 stairs, and it disappeared. And that's the story of the ghost shin.
Yeah, that's I don't think I've seen anything personally, but my grandma, after her sister died, or no, maybe it was her mom. It was one of them. They were all hanging out in the living room, and so she was living in their house for like the last month that she was alive, in like a spare bedroom, and you can see it directly from the living room. And they got her like balloons at some point, like a few weeks earlier, and the balloons had lost their liftability, and
The helium leaked out.
yeah, they were just like on the ground for a couple days as she was in the hospital, and then she passed away, and they were just sitting there hanging out. And then my grandma said something like talking to her or trying to talk to her,
Yeah.
and the balloon just lifted up, and it was just hovering there, and then it started like moving towards the living room.
Weird stuff.
Yeah.
On a side note, not really about that. My daughter just turned 1.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Congratulations.
And then my birthday is on Monday.
Yeah,
So-
no one cares.
Congratulations.
I turned
How does-
25
How does it feel
to be old.
to have a 1-year-old daughter?
I mean, she's pretty awesome. So
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
walking, trying to talk,
She let me hold her the other day for like 30 minutes without crying.
Yeah, she was screaming, then Brandon picked her up and she stopped.
She's got a soft spot.
Yeah.
Or do you have a soft spot? Is
I'm the real dad.
question.
She looks
Brandon?
a lot like you.
You aren't the father.
Fuck.
Going, what is it, Murray or whatever?
Maury, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 1 now. We had a big party for her on Saturday, and then her birthday was on Tuesday.
Oh, speaking of your daughter,
And
I was over the other day.
without me there.
I was over the other day hanging out with Matt, and we were playing darts and stuff. And he goes, "Oh, did I show you my redesign for the attic?" And I was like, "No, you didn't." And what was this? A month after New Year's, because on New Year's we're up at my sister's house. So we're hanging out in the living room, and he pulls this up on SketchUp, and he like designed his whole attic space in 3D.
To
And he's
scale.
like, yeah, to scale. He's like, so here we want to put a ball pit, and then right over top of the ball pit, right here, we want to put a rock wall, and then we also want to have
Oh, yeah.
swings over here. And I was like, you got the idea for my sister, didn't you? And he goes, yeah, because my sister, for her kid's Christmas present, they just put like a bunch of like gymnastic swings and stuff in like
Just
the
big
kids'
old
toy
fun
room.
room.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, that would be like a kid's dream.
Oh
Now-
yeah.
Right now we just have a giant freaking ball pit for Carter. It's 5 foot by 7 foot.
A family friend
It's got
that
1,600 balls in it.
dang, a family friend of mine, well, mostly my parents, had some kids that were the same age as me and my brothers, and we'd go over to their house a lot. They had a secret room type of thing, like a kid's playroom, but the door was shaped like a little tiny mouse door.
Oh
Yeah. And you'd have to like crawl inside of it, and it was this huge, long, like maybe like 10 feet by like maybe 30 feet long,
Really.
and it was just filled with
Holy crap.
like all kinds of stuff, like kids' toys.
Well,
Uh,
you had the one that was a bookshelf,
yeah,
That was cool.
a tiny
That was
little
always
And it
bookshelf
had
door.
a dry erase board
Yeah,
walls.
yeah.
yeah. All the
White-
doors
Or
were
the whiteboard walls or whatever.
whiteboard walls, and yeah, the door was like a tiny little bookcase. We'd have to crawl into that too. It would get so hot.
Well,
in
most
there.
of us had to crawl under it.
Yeah.
Brandon just walked in.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was able to stand at
Really?
one point. Yeah, I
Wow.
think it was like I just had to put my head down a tiny bit.
Yeah, that it's like probably 4 feet tall.
Yeah, I was like as tall as that girl there.
Yeah,
It's like
your parents should
3.5
have put a
foot.
vent in that or something.
Yeah,
Did they build that room or was it there when
Yeah.
you moved in?
My
no,
dad,
the whole house was
my
built.
dad
Oh,
built
you guys
that
built
whole
the house.
house with his dad, and yeah, they built that. Only thing is, that's where as kids and as teenagers, we'd go down there to hang out and be away from our parents, and it had like, I don't know, it wasn't a vent in it, but it had like some kind of like tunneling effect where everything you said down there could be heard upstairs.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Your dad put a PA system in there
yeah,
when the door was closed.
Well,
you could
he
hear
had a
it in
PA
church.
system kind of in his room.
yeah. We back when my
Oh,
dad built
yeah.
it, they put in a like
Intercom.
yeah, an intercom in all
intercom
the
system.
rooms in the house. Yeah, there used to be one down in the tiny room, but
Oh yeah.
I don't know whatever happened to it. Yeah, I hated it because they had a stupid button on it that you could push, and it would ring all the rooms in the house, and it would go, and it was so loud.
Good way to wake people up, I
You
guess.
could not turn it off. Yeah.
Remember the time when you were? I don't think I was there, but I remember hearing the story. You were you're out on your back porch and you were driving golf balls.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
The
Oh,
were-
glass table.
This was one of the topics we wanted
I
to
have
talk
quite
about.
a few golf ball stories. Yeah.
Oh, I have another story too.
You probably remember what happened better than me.
Yeah, so it was me, you, and Jake, and you had a wooden bat, and you were like, "Yo, I saw a video. If you hit a golf ball with a wooden bat, it goes flying,
Yeah,
and it goes super fast."
I used to have a deck that had like went out towards the woods, and it was like a big, expansive space that you could just like Yeah,
do
do all
anything
kinds
else.
of stuff that do,
Yeah.
do that stuff.
And so on his back porch, it's pretty big, and he's got like a table there with like, I don't know, like 12 chairs at it or whatever, or yeah, about like 10 chairs at
Something
it
like that.
for people to sit at, and then right behind that is a little like walkway area, and then the like back door, sliding glass door window. And so we're standing there, and Matt's trying to hit the golf ball, but he's having a hard time because he's got to throw it up, keep an eye on it, grab the bat, and then hit the golf ball. So he wanted one of us to stand at the other side and toss it to him, but we didn't want to do that because we didn't want him
Afraid
to miss
you're
it
gonna
and
get
have
hit.
it get hit. But we also didn't want to break the sliding glass door window
Yeah.
if you missed it, because we didn't think about moving, I guess. And so he keeps trying, and then he gets one pretty close, and then he throws it up again and smacks it like directly on it. And instead of going flying up, it kind of went down and hit one of the legs of the chairs that was in front of him, bounced to another one, and then another one, and then another one, and another one, and it bounced like 12 times.
It's like if you see the movie Flubber, that thing's just like going.
Yeah.
It's like
It
a
was
ping
like
pong. Or not ping pong, but
the
Pinball.
yeah,
Pinball.
pinball.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like that.
And after it hits like 18 chairs, it comes back, flies straight at him, and hits him directly in the center of the nose.
It's like a Adam Sandler movie where he hits the ball and everyone's going like,
Yeah.
and then it just went smack and hit me right in the face and left me with a giant bump right on the bridge of my nose. I thought my nose was broken.
It was hilarious.
And the other golf ball story I have was one time another friend of mine and I were up playing golf at one of the local golf clubs up here, and I was trying to hit this ball through a tree because I'm terrible at golf.
I can see where this is going.
I was like, all right, this is going to be perfect. And I was like, this tree's like mostly empty space, right? So I'll just smack this golf ball and it'll go perfectly through this tree. And there was like a ton of people that were trying to play through behind us. And they're all standing there watching. And I just, full beans, just went, whoa, and wind up. And I smacked the golf ball as hard as I can.
Played a game of whack
And-
fuck.
Blackfoot.
And a very similar thing happened.
Yep.
It went straight up, hit the limb of the tree, and then came straight back and hit me directly in the nuts. I just was going, oh shit! And everybody on this golf course who was trying to be quiet and respectful for everybody else just goes and looks over. And I'm just on the ground screaming as loud as I can, and they're all just like a bunch of old ladies and drunk old dudes
Bunch of geezers.
looking at me. Yeah. And I'm just on the ground like my nuts swelling to the size of a grapefruit. It was very uncomfortable. I hit that ball so hard.
And that is why you
Had-
needed to...
It had enough beans to ricochet all the way back at me. Oh, yeah. Anybody else having golf ball stories?
No, but I do have a story from up at your
Uh,
house.
I kind of, well, it's a short one. We were up at my parents' house, and you know how there's the bank that you can overlook, like the creek and everything?
Yeah.
So we were up there, right on the edge of it, just driving golf balls up the creek as far as we could go. And so my brother comes out. He's like, I bet you I can hit it harder or further than you. And he's 13 years older than me. He should have more upper body strength. He should be able to hit it further. He hits it, and that thing fucking hooks. And it comes around. And there's a white house across the street or across the creek from me. Her name was Mrs. Moore, Jake Moore's grandma,
Oh, yeah.
if you remember him. And I swear to God, that thing sounded like a 12 gauge going off when I hit the side of that house. It put a hole in the siding.
Oh, no.
And then we go over probably an hour later, and we just see the golf ball sitting on the porch. And I'm like, dude, you got to get that. Like, like you hit it there, you got to get it. Never grabbed it. Never
Yeah.
said a word.
Leave
She
it
never
there.
came out. Like,
Allegedly, this happened.
Yeah.
no, it did.
Allegedly.
Ask him. Ask
Actually,
Jake.
I actually have another golf ball story that this is reminding me of. A very similar golf ball story to that.
Did it hook?
My grandpa always used to try to get me to play golf because he thought I'd be good at it. And he had an old wooden driver, and he was like, here, go outside and practice driving these balls. And I was like, all right. And his backyard is another like huge open area. And this dude who used to walk around without a shirt on all the time, we'd call him Tarzan. And he had this like Walmart inflatable pool that he put up. And he was in it one time with his wife. And I was out there driving golf balls. And he had this fancy fence that they had just put up right behind this pool. And I was like, I'm just going to drive this golf ball. No way it's going to hit him. And I, of course, smacked it as hard as I could. And it went flying, like line drive right towards this dude's face. And he looks right at me. And the ball goes like maybe an inch past his face. And smacks a hole right through his fence. And then he was so pissed. And I just ran inside. And I was like, no, there's no chance that I'm going to see that man face to face. I was like, I can never see him again. I have to hide in this house for the rest of my life. And he came knocking at my grandpa's house. My grandpa was a crazy man. And he came knocking over there and he said, your grandson almost just killed me with a golf ball. And he just said, get the hell off my property, goddammit, and slammed the door in his face. Yeah, almost killed Tarzan that day. It's almost the end of his and his wife's life. I put a nice old golf ball size hole right in his fancy vinyl fence.
There was one time we were up at your old house, and his old house has a huge driveway. And it's like right on the edge of the city, and they always get a lot of deer over there. And they've got apple trees and stuff, so they collect the apples, and then they use
deer going like this, picking up apples.
I gotta save this to make a pie. So they use what they use what is good, and then whatever goes bad, they just toss over to the deer whenever they're in the yard. And one day we're out there, and his mom comes in. She's like, "Hey guys, the deer are out there. You want to toss them some apples?" We're like, "Okay." I've never played sports. I'm really bad at throwing. Never accurate. And so Matt goes and grabs an apple and throws it at him. We're throwing a few over at him, not hitting them or anything, just in their general vicinity. That way they can eat them. And then, obviously, because we're young boys, we had a competition to see who could throw it further or who could get the closest to the deer. Because we weren't super accurate. We were just kind of tossing them in their general direction. We wanted to get them like right in front of them. And so Matt throws it, gets pretty close. And I take an apple and I just chuck it. And it's just flying directly towards a deer. And we're just standing there. Matt's mom is behind us. And it just smacks it in the face.
Yes, directly in the face.
And I start dying laughing. And I am the only one laughing. Matt and his mom just both go, and just gasp. And I'm like, I can't stop laughing. This is fucking hilarious. And I was laughing for a good, 2-3 minutes.
I could hear the noise of that apple hitting that thing from 100 feet away. It just was like a huge boom right in the side of the deer's head. And it kind of recoiled after it got it.
It was hilarious. And it definitely wasn't something I was trying to do.
Oh, yeah. I did that a couple times too, but none as good as that time. I never hit one in the head.
That one was direct shot.
Yeah. Some good stories. Golf ball stories, apple stories.
Yeah.
In other news.
Goshen stories.
Oh, the ocean, yeah. I almost forgot I told that story. I just poked my head into this microphone.
I've done it multiple times.
I've been learning how to solve a Rubik's Cube lately. And I'm pretty bad at it. But I can officially solve it. And
now it's Brandon's turn to figure it out.
Yeah, Matt can solve it.
I used to know how to.
Way faster than I can. If you want to hold this for a minute, I will solve this cube while you guys talk.
You gotta do it up above the counter so that people can see you do it.
Yeah.
Where is this Rubik's Cube? And
you gotta insert the song, This Is My Rubik's Cube.
Is that a song?
Yeah, it came out probably 10 years ago now.
And here Schieder goes with an already planned out route because he was the one that shuffled it up. He memorized every path. He's just going to do it real quick, pretend to impress everybody.
It's 100% a fact. But if you want to talk about the Goshen, just hit me up on Twitter and I'll talk to you about the Goshen.
Twitch.tv/Matt Schieder Eats Bacon.
Oh yeah, Matt Schieder with bacon. I have another thing where I do nothing.
Yes,
There's
he
nothing.
he's never streamed.
There's nothing on there. But if you want me to, I'll start streaming. And we'll talk about bacon and how good it is to eat. What's your favorite food, would you say?
My favorite food?
Yeah.
With I mean, different categories,
Burger.
I guess.
What's your total favorite food? Like, if you could only have one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Burger.
What kind of burger? Do you have a specific, like a place that makes a burger, or just like a homemade burger?
I don't think I have a favorite burger yet.
Huh.
They're all pretty
Oh.
much the same.
I guess it's up in the air between a couple things. Probably steak though,
Yeah, I'd say.
because steak, chicken wings, and because I love chicken wings, and then I don't know, pizza's up there too. I
Yeah.
ate a lot of pizza.
I'd say probably
Actually,
pizza.
I don't know, barbecue's up there too though.
Yeah.
I'm not a
could-
huge barbecue
I could
fan.
eat a lot of barbecue,
If
especially
you
ribs.
live in Buffalo, I think I said this last
Yeah.
week maybe, go to Fat Bob's. It's the only place you're going to get some good wings.
Official sponsor.
So, speaking of local restaurants or local companies, how dumb are people?
oh,
Wow.
we talked about this the other
This
day.
happened again.
Did it really?
It happened again 2 days ago. And right when it happened, I was like, I gotta talk about this on the podcast because
Shop local.
people are
Shops at
fucking stupid.
Walmart. Shops at
Yeah, so
Advance
I
Auto.
work at Advance Auto Parts, which is a huge corporation. Probably making billions of dollars a year. And this happened multiple times, but the other day, a lady stops in.
screwed up.
I think so.
A lady stops in and she's like, "Hey, do you have this part?" And I was like, "No, we don't carry that brand,
Goodness.
but we have something else." She was like, "No, I'm looking for that brand." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, we don't have it. Your best bet is to look on Amazon or something." And she goes, "Yeah, that's what I figured. I was gonna order it off Amazon, but I wanted to shop local and support the small businesses around here." And I just look at her dumbfounded. And I did not say anything because I wasn't going to be rude because she's stupid. But
local Advance Auto Parts.
yes, when people say shop local or support your local business, they do not mean Walmart, Dunkin' Donuts,
People are so
Starbucks.
There you
They
go,
mean
Advance.
like mom and pop started a pizza joint and all the money,
Goes
Is-
to and from that company.
Yes.
Like those. few
no
people.
franchise owners, no, I don't know, dealerships.
Some
well, some
are-
dealerships, yes,
Also
but
local dealerships.
yeah, local dealerships. But yes, shop local means small startup companies, not
There you go.
Advance
Oh,
Auto Parts.
Finally. Finally.
I'm shopping local. I'm going to buy a car at CarMax.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I don't know why it pisses me off so much, but it's so stupid. People are idiots.
On the topic of Rubik's Cubes, I have
This is my
been...
Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, fuck Brandon and his stupid story about Advanced Auto Parts. Buy Rubik's Cube. I think the number one skill I've ever learned so far is, well, I don't know if I can call it learned, but I'm attempting to learn, is how to solve a Rubik's Cube.
Sounds like a shitty skill.
It's an awesome skill.
There's been studies done about Rubik's Cubes where it's
Does it help your memory?
Something like that.
It does help your memory and it helps
Wow.
prevent
The
Alzheimer's
Matt keep
because
Yeah.
practicing.
helps prevent Alzheimer's
Return
because it's keeping your
memory.
brain active.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a good tool to keep any of you aging folks, or see how fast you can solve it, or anybody else out here that is afraid of losing your mental ability or anything like that. If you're a puzzle person, I would highly recommend.
I'll reverse that clip so it looks like I solved it in like 2 seconds.
It'll just be one big block, and you're just in reverse while we're just.
I recommend you learn how to solve one. It's not hard. You can learn. I watched a video, learned how to do it, and I did it in pieces because I was distracted. You can probably learn if you just sit down and really attempt to learn.
I learned on a
You-
school bus.
You can probably do it in 20 minutes.
during when we're heading to Swain for ski club.
Speaking of ski club, when's the last time you guys went skiing?
Last weekend, was it?
No, it was last Thursday.
Oh yeah, last week. Oh, sorry, I said weekend. You're right.
Any good
Yeah.
Conditions lately?
Oh my god.
Conditions were pretty okay.
Yeah.
The only thing I would complain about was the black diamonds. We're not black diamonds.
Yeah.
They were not.
Well, we went down a quote-unquote double black diamond.
Where'd you
in,
go?
Bristol.
Oh, yeah, Bristol. Hey, that's way faster than me. Congrats.
But I mean, the snow was fast. But then again, I had brand new wax. Well, not brand new
Oh,
skis,
yeah.
but fresh wax
Yeah,
and
fresh.
And it
fresh-
was the night that it snowed a
freshly
lot.
tuned.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to do
I
35 all
kept
the way
catching
home.
edges so
Yeah.
much.
Probably got them fresh edges.
Yeah. Then we went up into the hot tub.
Oh,
That was fun. Oh, we jumped into the snow from the hot tub.
Insert the clip.
Clip. Yeah, we got a clip here.
As you know what to do.
you
Put
can't
that
really
in the
see much,
description,
but-
baby.
Yes.
You can hear us.
I want to go back to Bristol here in a second. But yeah, we were in the hot tub. We jumped out and then dove into the snow. And it was like what,
Belly
13 degrees outside.
Something like that.
Probably like 2 feet of snow back there. And I thought it was just going to be, haha, funny, cold, get back in the hot
Did
tub.
Then I got
hit your knee on something?
hypothermia and my
No.
fingers fell off.
Dude, I fucked my knee up jumping back in.
Yeah.
That's the knee that still hurts.
But yeah, when you jump into snow after being in a hot tub, it stings. It stings like a bitch.
And then you get back in the hot water.
And
yeah.
it stings like
And
a
it
bitch.
stings.
104 degrees from
Yeah.
like fucking 13.
Yeah.
And we both had to pee, so we took turns going out
No.
and just
Oh.
standing in the snow.
Crossing
Okay, good.
streams.
I thought
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say. So
Be-
we both had a pee, so we took turns pissing in the hot tub.
Yeah.
It was too cold out there.
No, we pissed in the snow, but yeah, it was freezing. But back to Bristol. The bar there fucking sucks.
Yeah.
We skied a bunch, and then
Dude, that bitch didn't shake my drink.
yeah, it started getting cold, so we went to
Back onto that in a minute.
Yeah.
it started getting cold. We went inside just to get like a water or whatever, but then we noticed they had a bar, and we're like, whatever, could go for a drink. So we go over to the bar, and I'm looking at the options, squinting because I don't have my glasses on, I can't see anything.
They didn't have anything listed either, really. All you had
Yeah.
to do is look at, there's their alcohol selection.
Yeah, it was just
What
bottles
drinks
and
can they make?
cans. And so I was like, whatever, I'll just get a Guinness. I
Fucking
haven't had one in a while. And then
It was old.
yeah, so I get my Guinness and he gets his drink, and she opens the Guinness because they do that at bars, and it fizzed a little bit, but not as much as I would expect. And so I take it back to the sea and I start drinking. I'm like, this isn't what Guinness tastes like. I was like, did I get like a light Guinness or something on accident? And I'm looking, it's just a normal Guinness. And I was like, well, okay, maybe it doesn't have the like CO2 ball in it. Nope, it was in there. It's just flat as hell. It was from like earlier.
It was November, I think.
Yeah, it was like October or November last year that they bought the alcohol.
Last year.
Well, like
2021.
2021.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gee.
And because I guess they just buy bulk at the beginning and then
Let's drink it through the year.
yeah, that
That's
way they're not
terrible.
buying more.
You're just gonna get everybody's gonna get bad beer, and that's probably why that place.
But
is
I got a whiskey
not that good.
sour, and you know how like if you go to a normal bar they shake it.
Yeah.
They didn't.
It's just pure liquor.
First
on
drink or first sip, pure fucking whiskey,
top. Yeah.
and I was pissed. So I just stirred it up, and after that it tasted great. But and then sitting there, I was like, I could go for another, but that was I think it was $6 or $7.
Yeah, yours was 7, mine was 6.
Oh.
I was like, what the
Or
fuck?
no.
It might have been the
Yeah,
opposite.
yeah. Yours was 7, mine was 6.
I went to Yankee Stadium one time,
Me
sort
too.
of related, and I bought I think a Bud Light. That's how
$7
much-
or $8.
Oh, God.
Guess how much that Bud Light was?
Probably like 12 bucks.
Oh no, those are like 11 or 12.
$16.
Holy shit.
Regular old size Bud Light.
Bill,
It's a Bud Light. $16.
my brother
Yeah.
went to the new stadium, and I think they were like $12 for a Miller Lite.
It's crazy.
That's how much they are at like Six Flags as well.
Out of control.
It's crazy.
That's why I say pack your own. Put
Oh,
it in
did-
a Camelback with
Yeah.
ice packs around it.
Did you
Hey.
see that Six Flags hack?
No.
What, like buy membership and don't use it, and then they keep charging you?
No.
Because that's what I did.
It's a hack for people, not corporations.
Heck.
But this guy, he lives like right across the street from a Six Flags, and he bought their like annual premium plan, so he can get 3 meals each day at certain times, and or no, what was it? Yeah, 30 meals a month or 31 meals a month. No, that was the tacos.
That's a different plan than what I have.
But yeah,
I
it's
have
like
the platinum. I think it is.
yeah, he gets
Oh,
like
yeah.
2 or 3 meals a day,
Or silver.
and it's like $180 a year. So he's paying like 50 cents for
Oh,
each
yeah.
meal.
That's a good deal.
And so he's just been doing that for like, I think he
Breakfast,
said like
lunch, and dinner.
7 years. He's been doing that.
Does he
And-
get free entry to the park
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free entry,
Oh,
free
what?
parking.
for
Uh, You
$180
can.
bucks?
There's days where you can bring a guest. There's what else is it? Oh, you get one of those.
I mean,
You know,
maybe it's more than 180, but it
No,
comes out
but-
to be like 50 cents per meal.
They're not. They shouldn't be much more than 180.
Okay.
Because you know those drink things that you buy when you're there.
Oh, like the souvenir cups?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you get one of those, except it's a different color because it's a members only thing. And you get free refills on them.
Yeah.
So,
But they're limited.
it's once
That's
every
bogus.
hour.
Yeah.
So if you're there for all 8 hours, you can get 8 refills.
I think it was Alan Pan on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
He
But me and Alex, when we got them, or when we go, or whatever, it's I'll get this one this half hour, you get that one that half hour. Like we just
Yeah.
keep refilling because we drink out of the same cup. I mean, husband and wife.
Yeah.
Be weird not to.
he tried to see if like he could like steal soda.
Oh, I've seen that.
Um,
Yeah, where he puts
but
the.
They have
Backpack
it limited because
Yeah,
it
you
reads
gotta
like
scan
a
the card.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
like
have
a
them out in Alex's
NFC
card.
or whatever it's called, and what is it?
Yeah, NFC.
NFC. It like scans out on the bottom of the cup, so it knows
It's a
when the last
UPC.
time. Is it a UPC scanner? Oh, I was thinking it was like the NFC.
You talk about the chips?
Like chips.
No, they're just
It's
UPC.
it's one or the other, but they scan it. They know when the last time you filled up. Each machine has
Oh, you gotta
like
scan
10
your
minute-
card, and then you scan your card, and then you fill it.
Oh well, no, I think he did his at like Disneyland or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think
But-
it was at Disney Worldland.
Yeah, I don't know,
Yeah, something like that.
but yeah, it only fills it up till it's full because it measures. It knows what cup you have, and then it knows the last time you filled up, and you gotta wait like an hour, and then once like the machine fills up, it's got like a 10-minute timer on it, where like you just can't use it or something like that. I don't
Hershey
know.
Park's the same way with their meals and everything.
Yeah.
Because I went down there 2 years ago, and we bought the meal plan or meal pass thing where you get like all these. It's kind of a waste if you ask me,
Yeah.
but unless you're gonna be there and actually actively using it all, I guess. But then
Yeah.
it might be worth it if you have a whole family.
I don't like roller coasters, so I
Oh,
Yeah.
we went for their water park because
Oh,
so
Yeah.
Hershey
yeah.
Park used to have a really small water park, like only 1 or 2 things. And in the past like 10
down in
years-
Hershey,
10
PA,
years-
for anybody listening.
in the past like 10 years, it expanded like crazy.
Oh yeah.
They have huge slides now, huge park.
Have you ever
I
been
spent all day
to I can't remember the name of it. It's
Busch Gardens.
Busch Gardens. Yeah. Have you ever
Is that
been
up
to one
by
of those?
Canandaigua?
No, that's down
Yo,
in
Busch
it's down in like North Carolina or somewhere south of there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's awesome. They have like
I went there when I was really little. I don't remember it.
Epcot and Disney World, but they have
On a budget.
yeah, on a budget basically. They have all the different lands, I think they call them, where you can go to like Germany, Italy, Spain, and you get all the food and all kinds of cool stuff. Japan, China. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They've got some decent roller coasters too.
The only cool one I've been to was in Ohio.
Cedar Point.
Cedar Point.
Yeah, Cedar Point.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Almost got
it's
killed
pretty
by a
cool.
cell phone in Cedar Point.
Flying
yeah.
off of someone's pocket.
Someone was in the Top Thrill Dragster, and I was
Ooh.
walking right underneath it one time, and someone's flip phone came out of their pocket and smashed right in front of me. And it was just in a million pieces.
Jeez.
450 feet. Yeah.
Top Thrill Dragster's insane.
Yeah.
I didn't ride it because the line. Actually, Did I?
The line
I
is
did ride
crazy.
it. I did ride that one.
Is that the one that like
It's-
drops down and then it comes right by the park, so like you can see the people like flying by?
It goes and then it goes fucking straight up.
Yeah.
And it used to be the fastest roller coaster. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think it is
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, the
Ashley and my
It
dad.
loops and
Yep. Okay.
It's a cool roller coaster.
Ashley and my
Yeah.
dad went on that
It's
one.
definitely fast.
goes 0 to 129 in, I think, less than 1 second.
Jeez.
Yeah. And that goes up
Put it on the screen.
450 feet.
Yeah.
And then down. Yeah,
Meggie.
put it in the description, buddy.
Description. I'm gonna make Matt a T-shirt that says "Put it in the description."
I'll just wear it all the time when we do this. Put it in the description.
I mean, your dad has the print shop, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody should have a catchphrase.
I like how you said "ow."
yeah, I'll do it there. I'll go to your dad
Yeah.
and make it.
I
Remember,
think
I get free shit there. Like
Yeah.
apparently,
that'll have to be my catchphrase.
Put it in the description.
I try to pay and they don't let me.
You know what to do,
Yeah.
Madge? We're going to have merch. Put it in the description. Put my merch in the description.
Already
just like-
plugging merch.
We had one
Speaking
whole
of
viewer
merch,
last time.
Super
Speaking
Abba.
of merch,
Yep.
me and Brandon were looking at my old YouTube videos.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
I was one of the OGs with merch.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it, 9 years ago?
I think it was
He had a video talking about his website, boardskateboards.com, and he had
long
merch
ago.
on there.
We'll put that in the description, too, that merch.
That website's long gone now.
Yeah. And then the video was like in 2p, so
2P.
It was bad. It was off a webcam
Just click on it.
on
It's
my.
just 2 penises on the video.
like
Webcam
you
on
can't
my
even read the
HP
text
laptop.
that's on the screen.
Really? This is like
That was. I think I
144.
recorded it with Camtasia. The screen.
Oh, yeah.
Camtasia, Bandicam, one of them.
It was Camtasia.
Camtasia.
That tells you how old that fucking video is.
Yeah.
Is that even a program anymore?
Probably not.
That used to come with the Acer laptops, I'm pretty sure.
Did it?
Yeah.
I never had an Acer. I had a HP.
The Fraps. Remember Fraps?
Yeah. I just deleted it off my laptop like 3 months ago because I had to use
Sony
it so
Vegas Pro.
I had to use Fraps so I could make sure my whatever
FPS.
Yeah, FPS was up.
Yeah.
So I knew when to turn on my because I could switch on my graphics card. I could switch from the onboard graphics to the graphics card.
That's fucking
Oh,
sick.
yeah.
I could do that with my laptop.
Oh wait, I could do that too on my laptop. Yeah, never mind. It's still sick, but
I keep burping. I just don't want to burp into the microphone. You just hear me burp. Madge, put it in the description.
Right.
burp.
Just gonna make a-
the description is just burp.
Just make a like a not a time lapse, but a or some people take a picture of their kid every day, for 3 years.
It's kind of a time
You
lapse.
just take a video time lapse where it's just me burping, and eventually after like episode 25,
Have a
we'll make a song out of it. Yeah. Just quickly turn it into Christmas music.
So did anybody do anything cool this week?
I'm
Went to the Museum of Play.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
right.
those are always awesome.
Yeah, it's been so long.
They
since they've been
changed
there.
it so much.
Did
Yeah.
they? Did they
Yeah.
still have the Wegmans in there?
Yes.
That's right. Yes,
Yeah,
the
that was the
Wegmans,
coolest
Tiny
part.
Wegmans. Yeah.
But yeah, they remodeled it. They,
Oh.
they added a whole bunch of stuff to it.
This
Huge
is-
parking garage they put onto it.
Yeah.
That's confusing.
I didn't even remember what the outside looks like. I
Me
only
either.
They
been there
changed
while
that
a kid.
too.
This
They
in
changed it.
Rochester, New York, for anyone interested. The Strong Museum of Play, right?
Yep.
It's
And,
awesome.
We bought a membership because Carter loved it. So
Yeah.
and we're only an hour from there. So
Yeah. It's a cool place to take your kids. Cool place to go by yourself. They have, I remember one thing.
huge arcade, huge pinball room.
Yeah. I think I remember that they
Did
had
they have an
a
arcade there?
tornado machine or something like that. I think that might be there.
Like the small tornado machines?
I don't know why I remember this, but I remember thinking fondly of it as a child. It's like a glass cylinder that you'd push a button and it would start a
They have those at like malls and stuff.
tornado. You mean the ones that you put the coins in?
Yeah. No, no. No, like
That's pyramid
it's
scheme.
like a little payphone style thing, and you shut the door, and you put the money in, and then it just does like the crazy
whirlwind.
wind.
No,
Yeah.
it's not like that. It's like a liquid, I think, inside of it.
Oh.
I think so.
Oh, like it's
Or
always.
it's maybe a smoke one. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about now.
It's pretty cool though. Maybe I should put it in the description. Actually, put that in the description. It's useful. Everybody wants to know what a tornado machine looks like.
I
Have you-
just had a weird twitch. Do you ever get
Why?
that? Just randomly,
Oh.
like,
Weird twitch.
yeah. Well, no, I was like,
Sorry for all the people who have epilepsy
Or
and all
Tourette's.
that other Tourette's.
canceled.
That's the one.
That's the shirt you can get.
You know, epilepsy makes you do that.
No, I was looking at this and I went to look up to you, and my neck just went. And I was like, what the fuck?
He's possessed. Just
You-
seeing,
That's-
like,
Does that not ever happen to you guys?
The Goshen.
I just get
The Goshen's
Shakes.
kicking you in the back of the head.
Oh, like a cold chill?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Do you ever get
I get random twitches.
kind of on this topic? Piss shivers.
Piss shiver.
Uh,
Oh,
Yeah.
when you're peeing and you.
Right at the end of your piss, you fucking have a shiver.
Yeah, every now and again.
No.
Yeah.
Almost every time.
Have you ever noticed? I noticed this. I don't know if it's just a me thing
He's avoiding the topic.
or the old piss shivers. I don't know if this is just a me thing, but when you're pissing and you're like almost out of piss, and you are like, you know, when you like piss, you kind of like push it,
Yeah.
like straining, and then it's like flow stops, and then when you release strain, it goes, psst,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you just get like all this extra like 3 or 4 spurts
Gets
out
the
of
air
you.
pockets out.
Yeah. Get the air pockets out.
When I go, sometimes, no, all the time, when I have to take a shit, obviously I go into the bathroom and
I just do.
Obviously, I get my hot tub.
I go to take a shit, but every time I go to take a shit, I gotta pee. So I pee,
Well, yeah.
take a shit.
Pretty much every time you shit, you pee.
Right.
It's pretty hard
But-
not to.
I
I know
get
where
done
this is
shitting,
going.
I wipe, and I stand up.
You
You'd
gotta
have
piss
to shit
again.
And then I
again?
have to pee again.
Yeah.
I usually have to shit again.
Every time.
It's
Every
a
time
24-hour shit machine. You
Dude,
just stand up now. I gotta shit again.
I have such a weak bladder. Like,
Yeah.
I stand up. I stand up.
Every time I stand up, I
pee.
piss. And
Yeah.
so that's why we're.
Like, I'll get done
depends.
peeing before I go to bed. Like I'll
Yeah.
go pee, go in the bedroom. Fuck, I gotta pee again.
Jesus.
Go pee. Get
I
back
don't-
in the bedroom. Sometimes I have to piss again. It's bad.
I don't know if I. Actually, I was about to say I don't know if I've told this story, and while I was doing that, I forgot the story. So,
Oh my God.
so scratch that.
We need to get Brandon. We need to get mad on Viagra. It helps with dementia.
I think I've told you that story too.
Yeah, should we take Viagra and do a podcast?
Viagra and sleeping pills.
You don't want to.
See which one wears off first.
I think I've told you. I only took Viagra once.
Yeah.
And oh, it was a disaster. I thought my dick was going to explode. I was actually thinking I might need to call an ambulance.
Could you see the pulse in there, the
Uh,
heartbeat?
It was like I went from being like, regularly flaccid. Sorry for all the graphic content that is being said right now.
It's okay. I marked it as explicit. We're good.
Graphically or relatively flaccid to like 25 minutes later being
Fucking like this pole.
legitimately
You
like
can support a house with that shit.
like I don't even know how to describe it, but like 10 times harder than you can get without it. And I thought it was going to explode. And their erection lasted legitimately like 6 hours.
You know you're supposed to see a doctor,
They're
but
like,
that's more than 4.
yeah, if your erection lasts over 4 hours, you should see a medical professional.
Or you should see your wife or girlfriend or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, but imagine this. They were his dad's pills.
Oh yeah.
No, you can't say that stuff on the internet. Because
Again,
Allegedly.
Viagra isn't.
alleged.
I don't think Viagra is a controlled substance.
I don't know.
It's not a controlled substance,
But it's just
but
weird to
to
say.
get it, you need a prescription.
Can't you just buy it at the drugs or a gas
You
station?
just buy it
No,
on
those
the
ones are bullshit. I
the
bought
internet
some.
from
They don't
India.
do anything. Yeah, because I wanted to see.
You know what
What
the generic
happened?
name is for Viagra, right?
Oh God, not this again.
It's my cock's a flopping.
I heard this like 5 days ago.
I've never heard that one. It's a good one. Anybody else have any good jokes?
That was it for
Oh
now.
God, don't. He said good jokes.
Bad jokes
laughed.
too?
Hey,
Bad joke.
he laughed, you laughed. It's a good joke.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
a good joke.
Yeah, those ones at the gas station, they're just like
Oh yeah, those aren't.
B
Caffeine
vitamins,
pills.
basically. They're nothing.
Sorry
D
if I'm looking
vitamins?
at my phone, but I'm looking up a joke.
Looking up jokes. My life.
I mean, it's about the. I can't see what that says.
Don't ask me.
I think
My
it's
eyes are worse than
almost
yours.
towards the end of the podcast here.
All right, here you go. According to Reddit, the #1 never failed joke.
What's the difference between a crocodile and an alligator?
A V-shaped snout.
No, one will see you in a while. One will see you later.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Dad joke of the year.
I went to the doctor's recently. He said, "Don't eat anything fatty." I said, "What, like bacon and burgers?" And he said, "No fatty. Don't eat anything."
I saw it coming when he said when
Yeah.
you got to the second line.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's funny. No fatty. Don't eat anything.
I don't. Okay, here's one I don't really, off the top of my head, understand because I haven't really read it yet.
It's
Why-
crazy how our first podcast went so well, and now we're here
Yeah.
on Reddit reading shitty
Shit
jokes.
Oh, that
We can
made
cut
you
all this
laugh.
out.
Why do you never see hippos hiding in trees?
Why?
Because they're really good at it.
I've heard that one.
And that will end off the podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening and or watching. We will be uploading new shows every Saturday on Apple Music, Spotify, and Anchor, and YouTube as well.
And YouTube, yeah. If you really like this one, then come back for the next one.
And thank you to our new subscriber. We do
Yeah.
have one new subscriber that
One
I'm
new
aware of.
subscriber.
Was there? Did someone subscribe?
Yeah, today.
Oh, let's
Mike
go.
Atherton.
Oh,
Mike Atherton.
oh, nice. Thank you, Mike Atherton. I almost thought
Great.
that was
now,
it.
Now one of your coworkers is going to hear us talk about penises, and
It's okay. You should hear what I talk to him about at work. It's a lot worse.
Thank
that's
you
where
for-
we're ending.
Thank you
Goodbye.
for subscribing. We appreciate it.
Thank you.